Welcome to another California Guy video with your boy California Guy. What's up, everybody, and welcome to this video. This video is entitled Coon Pastors Capes for Donald Trump. Now, yesterday or a couple of days ago, it was a meeting on a bunch of black pastors, met with Donald Trump, President Trump, about prison reform. And one of the black pastors made a comment that, this guy is more pro-black than the previous president that was president of the United States, which is the most laughable shit that I've ever seen. And I've been noticing as of late that a lot of African Americans have been caping for Trump. Whether it's been celebrity, whether it's been YouTubers, whether it's been regular, a lot of them has been caping. And then I've listened to many African Americans say stuff like, you need to walk away from the Democratic plantation, and, you need to be away from Democrats and all this stuff there, and they will have the Democrats done for you. But this is the thing that these deceptive black people are not telling you. They want you to go to another party that's run by the same individuals. And this is not me telling people to be a liberal or Democrat either, by the way. Like me, I don't believe in doing that. I just give you the facts. But why would African Americans tell you to go from the Democratic Party to another party that doesn't do nothing? Another party that's run by corporate interests the same way and has a plantation. So you have African Americans telling you to go to one plantation to the other. That's funny to me. So they're still being controlled by the same individuals, just different voices. So when I heard this pastor say this, I said, this guy's a buffoon. Because when he says the stuff he says, what policies have this president put in for African Americans that was really positive? What things have he addressed for African Americans that was really there? What evidence is there? And none of these African Americans could give you the information that's needed. Now, the economy was changing anyway. The economy is, whether Trump would have been president or not, it could have been Jeb Bush, the economy was going to be this way anyway. The economy, he put no policies in where, for black people specifically, that would have benefited African American policies, benefited everybody, really. If he's not talking about reparations, he's not talking about police reform. We keep talking about prison reform, but there's nothing to be done about cops. We're not going to talk about the racist police officers shooting black people, but we're going to talk about prison reform. I find these guys laughable at best. And I find these African Americans laughable at best that's telling you to be conservative or to be, even if they're liberal, you're telling people, because when I do my videos, I give you the facts. Now, me personally, I'm a liberal and I'm a Democrat. But I don't want other black people to be a liberal and Democrat because I'm a liberal and Democrat. I would like you to be a liberal and Democrat because you believe in being a liberal Democrat. I don't force black people to be something that they're not. I believe we all got rights to be what we want to be. But therefore, if I see that you blacks are telling people to go and you're saying, well, you have the Democrats as a plantation, but you're trying to get them to go over to another plantation, it makes no sense. Why won't these African Americans advocate being independent, making an independent party or independent group where they have their own independent political party in the United States? Oh, that's too radical for them. Why don't they advocate that if they're that serious? No, they're telling you to go and let white people lead them in another party. That's the part that's really hypocritical about these African Americans. Whether they Democrats or Republican, they're advocating to go under the same corporate interests that's dominating both parties. Both parties are dominated by corporate interests. This is a fact. We're the little people, they're the big people. Oil companies, Planned Parenthood, different interest groups dominate these parties. NRA, all these interest groups dominate these parties. But the hypocritical thing from these black people is that you're on a plantation when they're telling you to go to another plantation. They're being controlled and they're telling you as puppets to come there, and you have another side that's doing the same thing. How does that work? So this pastor that said this is a buffoon, and the pastors were coons, and they're puppets. They know that the majority of African Americans in this country think that President Trump is a racist. This is fact. You know, there was a poll up last month that said overwhelmingly black people think that Trump's a racist. But he gets these puppets in order to push an agenda of white supremacy through these black pastors. They're being used, and they're being used for a reason. So, you know, that's all I'm going to say on this video. Like and share this video. People, peace out.